All right, hi friends, hello, it's Amanda. I am back with Molly Cole Handmade. It is March 1st. I am starting my third Kendra's card challenge, and if you're not familiar with that, this is kind of what it looks like. You'll go to her website, her YouTube channel, her Facebook group. She has all the things that you can download. It is free to join the challenge. So it's a quarterly challenge. So we already did one for January and February, and this one is for March. And I am a complete beginner. First time I ever heard of it was in January, and I joined, and then I did it again in February, and I'm gonna do it again now. Last month I did show a video kind of just the cards after they were made, and went through them and, you know, talked about various mistakes I made or, you know, struggles I had throughout the process. This month I am going to kind of go from start to finish. As a beginner, there were a few YouTube channels, people that did do that, and it was very helpful to me. They weren't beginners, they had done it a lot. So this is coming from the perspective of someone who is totally new to this, and not entirely new to card making. Most the cards that I make are usually scene cards, but also I have played with the Crafty Owl card kits that she does monthly. So I am just going to start with kind of showing you what you get, and she gives you everything you need. Paper supplies needed, 6 6x6 pattern papers, and we're making 15 cards. I don't think I said that. So you need A2 card bases, 15 of them. You can use additional coordinating cardstock to layer your pieces on. And she color codes everything, so you know which piece is supposed to be part of your 6x6 pattern papers, or if it's just something you can choose out of your stash or even the coordinating set. She does have coordinating QR codes, a Facebook page, and that's the first page you get. And this is Card Challenge 21, so they've been doing this a while. And looking at it for the first time, I was really kind of overwhelmed, but it actually makes a lot of sense. So first step, go download this and print it off. And I think you can print it in black and white. Mine's in color. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So it's 8 pages. You get this kind of beginner's page. This page is the second one, and also there are many prize sponsors for this challenge. Probably you're familiar with most of them. They are all awesome companies and YouTubers, and have great products. And there are different prizes you can enter to win. And if you join the Patreon, I believe that opens you up to more prizes that way. And this over here is very important. So step 2 would be to pick your cards, your paper. Now that's always tricky for me because, you know, we have so many cute papers, right? And how do we pick? It's just so cute. I chose this DOODLEBUG design over the rainbow. It's kind of themed like St. Patty's Day with the shamrocks and things, but it also just has like rainbows and just colorful prints with the flowers and stripes, and it's double-sided, and it does have a small sheet of the cut aparts and sentiments, and another one, polka dots. You know, I've just got some really cute papers here. And also, I love DOODLEBUG. All the DOODLEBUGs for me. So what you're going to kind of want to do is reference, like, okay, so card number 1 is going to use A and E. And let me show you, this is how it's set up. So A has card 1, card 2, card 7, 12, 4, and 3. So it's seems a little bit overwhelming, or at least did to me, to try to make sure I picked 6 coordinating pieces. I mean, obviously they all coordinate because they're coming from the same card collection or paper collection, but to make sure that what you're putting on each card will go together, you also need to be wary of whether your paper is directional. She helps you out here and gives you some arrows to let you know, if you are going to use directional paper, this is the way it needs to be. And some aren't going to matter if it's just, a regular print, but like this one's definitely directional, right? So I would have to be aware of that and mindful of that as I am cutting. So there are a lot of awesome people out there that you can watch a much better instruction video. This is just me as a beginner showing you how I'm learning and going through it and the steps that I am taking. This is really fun, but also, as it states in the title, it is a challenge, because you can't just make scenes of cards and just what looks cute. They all end up looking really cute though in the end, even when you don't think they're going to. So pick some paper you like and take some time with that, but don't let it paralyze you. Like, picking paper for me is sometimes like, it could take me hours or days, I swear, because I go back and forth. What do I want to use? Do I want to do a birthday theme? I'm also hoping to get involved with the cards for Cubs, which I have just been recently learning about as well, which it sounds like the guidelines for that are either birthday cards or cards to encourage, like encouragement. And so it's not necessarily a theme, but that is where I'm going to start. I'm going to go through this, grab the paper I want to use. I'm going to pay special attention to, like, say, for example, card 7 uses A, B, C, and D. The next thing I'll show you before I start that, I made these, I didn't really make them, but I have been using these little plastic envelopes, and I numbered them, and I've reused them for both the times I've already participated, and it helps keep everything organized after you cut it. You can also even pre-cut your card bases, or if you're using pre-cut card bases, you can slide it in with the envelope. You can slide your mats in. everything like that, just to keep things sorted and you don't get mixed up. It's important to remember which paper is A, B, C, or D. So I sometimes do use like some post-it notes for that, so I remember which one is which at first. And then I will keep them all in here until I have everything cut and I'm ready to put them together. And when you get to that step, there's also guides for you. So this is your cutting guide. Paper A, paper B, C, D, E, and F. This is where you get some more instructions. She also goes through how to enter after you complete. You can share photos, get on socials, but this is the guide of where everything goes and putting it all together. And it gives you just enough structure to get these done, but you can also put your own spin on things. This doesn't have to be a flower. These gray things here, you can use whatever paper you want. The only thing required here is a sentiment of some sort and 3 cuts of paper B. So there's a lot of freedom with this as well, but it does give you that structure of not having to maybe go find 15 card sketches or come up with 15 of your own ideas. So this is Kendra's card challenge, once again, at number 21. I am going to pick out my paper and I will come back and go through the way that I'm going to cut it, whether or not, you know, that's the best way. I mean, I'm trying to follow, she puts little scissors here, so you know when you have a straight cut across the whole page, that's where you start. And then go through the little ones. So, yeah, anyway, I hope that y'all are going to join us, and I am excited. Next month is a new quarter, and so you'll get a whole new set of this. And like I said, I'm very new to this, so I don't know if it'll be similar. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the other ones prior to this, so I don't know what she does every quarter, but I'm excited to find out. So I will be back with the 6 papers that I have chosen, maybe cut up some sentiments, and we're gonna have some fun. Okay, so I finished selecting my papers. I did label them just so I can keep track of them at first. Once they're in their bags, it's obviously easy to tell what is what. I will be utilizing the back side of some of these, and I did use this sheet quite a bit, and also I went through each sketch as I went and figuring out that, like, paper A is only on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I need to mash that with paper B and paper E. But paper E is just a sliver. There's not a whole lot to it. So that one was fairly simple. I did make sure that paper A could be used horizontally or vertically, and in this case it can. Paper, let's see, so sketch number 7, I didn't really even pay any mind to, because you're using several very small pieces of A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, so 3 Ds and 2 of A, B, and C, and then a sentiment in the middle. And then this piece here, you just pick what you want. So any card on 7, I really didn't like pay a whole lot of mind to. As far as F, I paid special attention to because it was only on 13, 14, and 15. And it's just 2 strips. Basically, a whole card frame. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I selected this one for that. So it's got the rainbow and the clouds. And then I can coordinate whatever I want here, see? And same thing here. It's just this middle strip and a banner. So that one was pretty easy, right? B and C and B and D need to go together and work out directional wise. So they're both fairly busy prints on one side, but then more of a, I mean, it's not a solid, but more of a, just a continuous pattern on the other. And so I think that's gonna work out just fine. And okay, so that's A and B. And you do have a little bit of C here and a little bit of A here. But those are easy, just little banner flags. Those are easy, right? And D is this cute little paper, but it's got the solid rainbow stripes on the back. So that's gonna make it easy to coordinate. All right, so I have gotten all of my pieces cut for my cards. I put them all in their labeled bags or envelopes, and I cut my die cuts for each respective card, the circles. I cut a lot of the other smaller pieces, the squares, and you know, just all the little pieces that go along with it. I will keep my little reference sheet handy. I did not cut this oval because I decided to use something else in place of it. So that card will look a little bit different minus the oval. And I did bring in this die cut. It's a rectangle frame scallop with the stitches. Those are the papers that I used. I brought in the petite prints, the 12 by 12 for over the rainbow. And I did use a couple of pieces that I had left over from this My Happy Place collection. These are the puffy icon stickers, which are ever so cute. And I did get a pack of the Chit Chat. I didn't get all the odds and ends that they offered, or, well, they weren't for sale, or I probably would have. But I did get a pack of the Chit Chat, which is the words and the sentiments and things. So I will be using quite a few of those in my cards today. And I am just really thrilled that I found this community and found Kendra's Card Challenge. I'm thrilled to be able to be a part of it and get to join in and watch all the amazing, talented creators that are involved in this, and the creativity that I have seen displayed has just been astounding. I'm a very cutesy, kind of simple card maker. I like everything cute, and I'm not real artistic. I'm just more decorative. I love using ephemera. I mean, that's partly why I love DOODLEBUG, because everything about DOODLEBUG is just so darn cute. So, but it has, like I said, been a lot of fun watching everyone else. I watched one of their challenges. I the other day. I don't remember what day it was, and one of the gals made a shaker card with, I think it was card number 2. Anyway, just really neat stuff that, I mean, would never even occur to me to do. So I've learned a lot, and I'm going to keep sharing as I go. And for now, I am going to start working on my cards for Cubs, the birthday cards and the encouragement cards that I pledged. I haven't had a chance to even start because I have been a little bit under the weather, so I'm just not getting all this posted and out, and I will get started on those. And pardon my scratchy voice today. I am just going to turn on a little bit of music, and I've posted the final pictures at the end, and I hope that y'all enjoy and come hang out with me more, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark, against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. My way.
This is my final card, card number 15. Did you see my huge mistake on that last one? I put all my stuff down upside down from the, like, so I have upside down rainbows. I kind of contemplated peeling it all off, but in the end, I just left it. Mistakes happen. I made plenty of them throughout this video. I'm just enjoying myself and having some fun and making some cute things, and just do it your own way. What makes you happy is how you should do it. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. And I can't wait for April to see what KCC 22 will bring. See you all later.